Good morning, everyone. Beautiful Saturday here in Orlando. It's 65 degrees, but it is mighty chilly out. I just came back in from walking Mr. Hustle, and yeah, I like to share this with you guys. I was watching um, the Guardian Angels on YouTube, and Mr. Curtis Silver, I just want to give you and your team a big thumbs up. You are wonderful people. It's sad. It's so sad for what happened to that lady in the subway. I didn't know it was a lady until I heard you said it. But you also said y'all don't know where she's from. Y'all don't know anything about her yet. And it's horrible how you said no police officers, no transit workers, no one helped. No one did anything to save this lady. Everyone just stood and watched in horror as she burnt to a crisp. That is really, really, really bad. And the young man that committed this crime, he made matters worse. He took his coat, I believe it was, and he was just flagging it at the lady, making it worse. This young man got away. And thanks to, I think it was three students you said, thanks to them, they saw his picture on the news, because they were posting it all over. And they happened to be in the same area where this man was, and they called the police, and the police came and they arrested him. He had gotten kind of far. Well, of course, he traveled on the train, so that's why. But thanks to those three students, I just want to say thank you so much for what y'all did. And it's so sad, it is really sad. I also want to thank all those that came out and they had a little service for her in the subway and stuff like that. That was really kind of all of you. Um, this lady, I didn't even know she was homeless, until Mr. Silver said it. But it really doesn't matter if she was homeless or not. No one or nothing like that should be happening on the subway, the buses, nowhere. That is horrible, horrible. Millions of people travel to New York City on a daily basis. And for stuff like this to be happening in the subway, that is not good. That is not good. And from what he said, the higher ups in New York are not doing anything about anything. They claim crime is down. Crime is higher than ever. It's disgusting. These individuals don't even travel on the train or nothing like that. And if they do, or if they did, they have a stack of security around them. You know what I'm saying? They don't go up and greet these homeless people or see how these people are doing. They're just on their own, doing their own thing. They don't care. People are so cold and so cruel in this world. Oh my God, it is sad. I admire Mr. Silver and his team. Do you know they went around to individuals, homeless individuals? I didn't see them with no gloves. They weren't wearing gloves. They tapped the person that was laying in the train, on the seat, and they announced themselves. They handed them water, whoever wanted water. And he even said, I saw this on YouTube. He said who he was. He asked them their name, male, female, where they were from. Some didn't really say much. And he shook whoever reached out their hand to shake his. And he said, we're here to help. Don't worry, we're going to help you. I thought that was so generous of him. That was deep from the heart. I want to thank you, Mr. Silver, for caring so much. And someone asked him, how come he's out there patrolling the subways? He said, there are no police officers down here. And while he was there, I didn't see not one. And he also said he got texts. He got a lot of texts from people. Some people called him. Some people, Instagram him, different kind of stuff. He was even giving out his personal card to people. They wanted him to come back into the subways and help secure the place. And that's what he did. If you all don't know, the Guardian Angels, they were out years ago, many years ago. They started out patrolling the subways and stuff like that. And like he said, crime was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. It has gotten worse over the years. And this incident that just happened is like one of the worst. It's terrible. It's really terrible. I don't know what is going to happen next. They have a lot of mentally ill people that's in the subway, on the buses. They're all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them get treated in the institutions, but a lot of them are sent out because they claim the institutions are filled. They don't have no room, no space. A lot of these people are not on medication. When they don't take their medication, it's havoc. And some of them, when they take the medication, that's why they don't take the medication. They say they see people, they hear voices, all sorts of stuff. These people need to be taken care of. They need to be in some place where they can be taken care of, fed, looked after, make sure they take their medication, have some place to lay their head, take a shower, all that good stuff. But a lot of people don't want or have the time for individuals like this. They don't. They don't care. It's all about making that money. That's what a lot of these state workers and city workers, a lot of them, it's all about the money. Even the ones that stay in a shelter, it's all about the money. They just don't give a damn. It's sad. And these people hold on to these jobs for years and years. They even retire from it. It's horrible. I worked in a shelter, so I seen a lot of stuff. And I hear others talk about what goes on in the shelter and all this kind of stuff. It's really sad. So I'm grateful that Mr. Silver and his team, they're going to have more teams out, and they're going to work their butts off to help the homeless people on the trains, the buses, you know, out in the street and stuff like that. So thank you, sir. Another thing, guess what, people? The judge in New York is not playing. He is not playing. I watched on YouTube last night. President Donald Trump, they're trying to do this before the 20th, I do believe it was, you know, before he get ready to go in the White House. He's going to be sentenced. That's what is said. This judge is not playing. I don't know whether he's going to have house arrest, you know, where they put the bracelet, the anklet, the bracelet on your ankle, or whether he will do jail time. I don't know which one, but he's going to be sentenced. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I'll be watching the tube to see this. Also, you know they're going after Mayor Adams. Mayor Adams and your peeps, they're coming for you. What is going on? All the worms are crawling out the can. All the worms are crawling out the can. Oh my God. Well, I met another veteran. He lives a couple of doors away from me. And the strangest thing, we always say hello and stuff like that. He's from New York also. But we never actually like stood up and talked. So yesterday, as I was walking Mr. Hustle, this was in the evening time, he stopped me. And, you know, he started talking about the neighbor that had lived next door, you know, the Spanish lady. She's from Puerto Rico. She moved. She was in the military also in Puerto Rico. Well, anyway, he told me, you know, he's a veteran also. I said, oh, you are? I didn't know that. I am too. So he said, wow. Then he was like, tell me something. You know, I was in the National Guard and then I went to Puerto Rico. I said, that doesn't matter. You're still a veteran. He said, you know, I never went to the VA hospital or nothing like that. I was like, man, you better go and get your butt signed up in there. And he was like, you know, I be having all these pains. I had hurt myself when I was in the military. It's on paper. And, you know, I work, but, you know, I don't have enough money to pay to go see the doctors, you know, to take care of my problems. So I told him, go to Lake Baldwin. He said, what about Lake Nona? I said, you can go there too, but I attend Lake Baldwin, and Lake Baldwin is closer to us right here. Plus, Lake Nona is the hospital. Lake Baldwin does a lot of stuff for the veterans. I said, don't get me wrong, Lake Nona does too. But a lot of things that they do at the Baldwin Clinic, they don't do at Lake Nona. Lake Nona handles like colonoscopies, those kinds of surgeries and stuff like that. If you have to be admitted into the hospital, stuff like that. But Lake Baldwin, they handle like simple stuff and stuff like that. You can see your doctors over there. It's not an emergency. So you need to go down there and get signed up, and you will see someone to take care of your pains and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to pay anything. He said to me he didn't have his ID or his DD-214. I guess he left it. I think he left it in Puerto Rico or something. I don't know. But he said, I told him, excuse me, well, when you go down there, you speak to the officer. There's an officer in the front. You tell him where you want to go and he will direct you. You can get your ID taken. They will give it back to you the same time. And they'll go in, you can go in, they can go into the computer and get you a copy of your DD-214. And then you'll be on your way to getting the help that you need to get. And while you're at it, inquire about signing up to get VA disability because you got hurt while you was in the military and you said it's on paper. He said, I can do that. Oh my God, I didn't even know that. I said, yes. I said, there's a lot of veterans out there that don't know this. Then I told him, then he said, excuse me, you mean I could get like $100 or so? I said, man, you will get more than $100. I can't give you figures right now, but all you have to do is apply and see where you go from there. He was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't even know this. I just said, let me ask you, because I heard you was a veteran. Let me ask you if you know anything. And I was like, sure, no problem. He said, I have to go now, but we'll talk again. I said, all right. And by the way, I was told all that information too when I first came here. I didn't know that the VA took care of a lot of stuff for the veterans. I didn't know. I just knew a little, not a lot. Because in New York, they don't tell you anything. Even if you ask, they don't really give you that much information. But here in Florida, they take care of the veterans. I was told in Texas also. But I can only speak for Florida. So it was a Marine veteran. He retired. He's unalive now, but he lived here in the building. When I first moved here, I met him, and we always chat. And he's the one that told me about the VA. He told me a lot about all of this stuff. So I went and I signed up because I never attended the VA in New York. I was working, and I had my medical coverage. So I used to see the doctors on the outside. I learned a lot since I've been here in Florida. And, I'm always ready to share information to anyone. It doesn't have to be a veteran. So I didn't mind giving him that information. I hope he go and he take care of it. Because, some people, they ask you about stuff, you tell them, and then the next time you see them, they'll be saying, oh, I forgot. Oh, I got to go. Oh, I got to go. I got to do this. I got to do that. And they procrastinate. They never go. So I hope he goes because he will be getting some money in his pocket and he will be getting treated. You know what I'm saying? For all the pain that he's going through with his back or whatever. And I'm also going to tell him, at the time I forgot because he was in a rush. I'm also going to tell him about the Access Center right here close by my house. You know, I don't know how much money he make from his job, but he might be eligible to get food stamps. So I'm going to tell him about it, and him and his wife can go there and apply. And it's not like New York where you have a hard time getting into the system. No, it's not. It's so simple here in Orlando, Florida. The Spanish people, well, there's a lot of Spanish people here, no offense to you, but the Spanish people, you know, they help a lot. You know, you fill out your application when you go there, then they call you in and they put everything in the computer. They give you a number and stuff like that. And then you'll hear something through the mail. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was accepted or denied, you will get something in the mail. Simple. And these people are not rude or nothing like that. Not like in New York. I'm dead serious. I'm not saying everyone in New York that work in these agencies are like that, but the majority of them are very rude. They are not courteous at all. They quick to tell you, get away. No, we can't help you. No, you're not allowed this. All this kind of stuff. They you know, it's horrible. It is horrible. They need to learn etiquette in New York City. All the government agencies, all the agencies. Those that act like that, y'all need to get it together. As a matter of fact, they need to give y'all a course in being courteous, sincere, all that kind of good stuff. And to other places that this kind of stuff happens in. So, Mr. Hustle didn't eat today. I tried every little trick in the book, but he didn't eat. Maybe later, maybe he's full. I really don't know. Um, you know, I walked him around so he could use the bathroom. And then I brought him back inside. I didn't want to keep him out too long because, you know, it was cold. And his family, they're coming home tomorrow. Hoorah, hooray. He's going to be happy to see them. They um they FaceTimed me last night, my granddaughters, his parents, and you know they wanted to see him and talk to him. So you know I held my phone to him and he was barking up a storm. He was barking up a storm. So I'm quite sure he misses them too as much as they miss him. But they'll be back tomorrow. They coming in the morning, so they're gonna come pick him up as soon as they play land and stuff. So that's a good thing. I pray they reach here safely. And you know, Monday and Tuesday I have some running around to do. And the 9th to the 12th I have a gig. I'm quite sure I'll be very excited. You know, it's a marathon at Disney. I did it last year and it was very exciting. And then I'll be heading back over to my granddaughters and them to their home, you know. I keep an eye on them, you know. And then I'll be running back and forth to my house to there. Because, you know, I do the pantry on Wednesdays, so, you know. And we didn't have the pantry for this 2 weeks here, you know, the holiday. People been asking me when is it going to be open and stuff like that, you know. I told them on the 8th. So Wednesday coming the 8th, you know, it'll be open. So I'll be happy to see the people in the community again. And I'm quite sure they'll be happy to see us. Because, you know, they food probably ran out by now. And food is expensive out there. It's getting expensive. So people, wherever you could get some free stuff, some free food, if it's free, take it. I am dead serious. Stop acting like this. Stop acting like you're too good because you're not. I don't care how much money you have. how many houses you have, how many cars you have. You're not better than anyone. Because if you've been listening to the news and watching YouTube, a lot of those high ups, celebrity I'm talking about, and high ups in government agencies and stuff like that, they are about to go to jail. They all have so much dirt in their backyard. And guess what? They're cleaning house. They are cleaning house. So it's just a matter of time waiting and seeing who goes to jail from who don't. So, like I was saying, doesn't matter how much money they have, how much money you have, how much cars you have, how many houses, how many whatever, you're not better than anyone. You are not. Because when it's that time to fall, you're going to fall and you're going to hit the ground real hard. You might splatter in pieces. Seriously. So don't matter how high you might get, you could come right back down and hit the ground and splatter into pieces. And you know why? Because a lot of people, especially people in high places, they forget about the things they did in the past. A lot of them do bad things in the past, horrible things in the past. And they think that it's hidden. It'll never come out. But one day when you least expect, everything explodes. Everything explodes. And then it hits you smack in the face. And then you be like, oh my God. Oh my God. I never thought this was going to come back to bite me. I never thought this was going to come back to bite me. What am I going to do now? I'm going to lose everything. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden they're calling out to God, whoever their God is. They're calling out to this God and they're crying and praying and kneeling and everything. But guess what? God is not going to save you now. He saw you when you was doing all those bad things. And now he's going to see you when you get punished. Now he's watching you while you're going to get punished. He's a good God. But he don't like those kind of things. And what you reap, you will sow. I didn't write those words. They were written way before me. What you reap, you will sow. Remember that. And I also want to give a big shout out to Kalaz Smith TV. He's here in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Thanks to Auntie Pauline and her son and her husband for hosting him for these 2 weeks. Kalaz, you have a beautiful mom, beautiful family. I wish you all the best in life. You are a God sent. You are a blessing to many people around this world. You are an angel sent from God above. And I've been watching you and you are having a wonderful time, enjoying the snow and all that kind of good stuff, the cold. I know you have a meet and greet today. I believe it's from 3 to 6. I wanted to come see you, but oh my God, how am I going to get there? I can't get there. So I just want you to know, if you watch my video, I will be watching your meet and greet. I will be cheering on. Hopefully, next time you come back to the United States, you will come to Orlando, Florida. If you don't have a host, I will be your host. You can stay by my place. I mentioned that in a video before. And also, you have a great voice for singing. You do. So maybe I do believe that will be your next goal. I should say, I don't know, but eventually it will happen. And yeah, believe it or not, I'm going to make it my business. I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to make it my business to visit Jamaica, Portland, because I have to taste your coconut dumplings. I have to taste all of your food. You took me all the way back because I was raised up like that, the way how you cook and all of that. I mentioned this before. But that food tastes better than when you cook it on a regular stove. So I want to thank you for bringing back the memories, the good memories I used to have. I still have them. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your stay here in the U.S. and safe journey when you're ready to leave. Of course, I'll send you a text because I'm going to see you at the airport anyway. But folks, have a beautiful Saturday. Remember, it's the first Saturday of 2025. It's cold, cold, cold for some. And for some like us here in Orlando, Florida, it's a bit chilly, not even nippy, chilly. But the sun is out and I'm quite sure it's going to warm up because it's only like 65 degrees. Maybe it went up. I don't know. It was like down to 49. I don't know exactly if it's 65 right now, but you know, I was looking at the temperature. They're saying 65-49. But, you know, as always, take care, everyone around the world. Take care. I'm praying for peace all over the world. Peace, people. Praying for peace. Be kind. Be gentle. Be generous. Be caring. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Because it's only you that can take care of you. This is JU-I saying, peace out for now. Enjoy the day.